Last night, I talked to God in the snow. Yes, it was cold, but my spirit felt bold because, see, I knew I wasn't alone. I asked him to show me his plan for my life, but all I could see was the misery and strife, and I was like, wait a minute, where are the good times? See, I know they got to be found in between my good rhymes, and God told me to look down, and I saw my reflection, and he said, you, my child, are my greatest perfection. I was like, no, see, they can't be, because I've lied and wanted to kill. But he said, when you come to me on your knees, you keep it real. And I'm like, single mother out here, feels like I just can't get a man. And God smiled at me and said, baby girl, I understand, but this ain't about you. See, this is about what I've called you to do. So I asked God a question. I said, is there any real meaning to me? Because every time I try to show people who I am, they don't like what they see. And God sat down in the snow, and he looked at me with wonder. And he asked me a question. He said, do you remember what they did to your big brother? Because I knew before time came that my son would be slain by the people that I formed, just like I knew X-Blue Rain would be born. See, he reminded me that being chosen is not a mistake, because he chose me for what is at stake, which is the people he creates. Because when he sees us, he sees purpose. And he sent his son to die because he said we're worth it. Then God got up and walked over to me and reminded me that it breaks his heart to see me in pain, which is why he promised to put me back together again. It breaks his heart to see me played like a toy, which is why he said, when I sow in tears, I reap in joy. It breaks his heart that no man has had sense enough to call me his good thing, but he told me don't worry about that. He's not just going to send me a husband, but a soulmate and a king. It breaks his heart to see my face depleting, which is why he promised to answer the door every time I'm knocking and seeking. See, when I wrote this piece, I had tears in my eyes because the pain of a newly broken heart was very much alive, but now I understand that pain is the evidence of living. And even though it hurts, I gotta keep on giving, because see, this is my cross to bear, and I'm obligated by God's love, this gift to share. See, I don't do this for applause or standing ovation. This is my testimony. I know salvation.